so that.
Yeah, you can share the screen.
All right, just give me a moment. All right, let me know, guys, if you can see my screen.
Yeah, you can see the screen.
Okay, so hi everyone. I I hope everyone is doing great and keeping safe. Thank you so much for joining this session. My name is Shivam Gupta, and I'm a technical content creator for Copado Academy. And we also have Shweta with us, who will be joining our session, and she'll be helping us with all the questions we'll having during the session. So this session is going to be about test automation with Copado Robotic Testing, and this is the session 1, which will cover more of the theoretical part of Copado Robotic Testing as a solution. And we also have another session which will be about CRT demo, which we have planned for 30th of July. As Praveen has already walked us through the speakers, my name is Shivam, and Shweta is the one who has joined us as well. I'm technical content creator for Copado, and she's working as a senior software engineer. And you can follow us guys on LinkedIn as our profiles. And these are some details about Impact Salesforce Saturday that Praveen has already walked you through. So I hope this is going to be fun, and I'm going to start with discussing the agenda first. So let me first take you through the agenda that we have decided for today's session. So I'll start with briefing you about Copado Success Community, and then we will get to know about testing and why it is important, because that's really crucial to know before we dive deeper into knowing about the test automation and Copado Robotic Testing as a solution. And then, of course, we will get to know about Copado Robotic Testing, followed by question and answers round, where Shweta and I will be leading the queue, and we'll try to get all your questions answered. And then we will be having the Kahoot Quiz, where the first 3 winners will win the Copado swap. That's one of the most exciting things for today's sessions, right? And then I'll finally conclude this session by distributing the certification voucher for Fundamentals 1 and the Copado Robotic Testing certification to everyone, so that you guys can get yourself certified. And I'll also explain in the end, like, how to redeem your coupon codes on the community website. All right, so it looks like we're all set for today's session. Let's get started. So before I get to heart of the matter, I want to take some time to brief you on Copado Success Community, because this is where it all started from. So Copado Community is the largest DevOps community that helps you ramp up your knowledge around DevOps, best practices, and Copado ecosystem in general. And we have more than 55,000 DevOps professionals registered with us who take part in different engagement drives that the Copado community team offers. You can also become Copado community member by registering yourself at success.copado.com, which I think you'll eventually be doing while redeeming the coupon codes. So we'll get there. All right, so now let's get to see how Copado community team helps you with your learning journey and in networking throughout, because that is one of the key components of community team. So in the community, we have different channels, such as Copado best practices, Copado learning and training, and many more, where you can run discussions on certain topics and get involved with your peers to resolve some issues that you are facing while doing hands-on with the Copado and many more things. And then we have events and challenges, right? Like every quarter, you will find new challenges where participants have multiple fun and rewarding opportunities to get involved in the community. And in terms of helping you with the DevOps learning, we have on-demand academy modules and certifications that covers everything from the basics to advanced learning topics like test automation. And our modules follow through persona-based learning approach that actually gives you freedom to choose learning plans as per your preferences. So let's suppose you are a release manager and want to scale up your skills around the content related to release management only. So you can select your learning plan accordingly and get your journey started with Copado about the same. And the last component I want to touch before I move to the next slide is how exactly communities truly a place, to build connections around with your peers. So we have different community programs such as Copado Mentorship Program, Copado Championship Program, military-based programs, and many more. These programs are actually a very great way to build connections with seasoned DevOps professionals and others who are, along with your learning journey that you can help with, and just get involved with them so that you can learn from them. And in the request, you can also provide them your expertise. And then we have networking and spotlight, where we actually acknowledge the efforts of our community members and encourage overall networking so that the engagement drives throughout and you do not have any roadblocks in your learning journey. So that was all about community. I hope you guys go back and check the Success Community page to know more in detail about whatever the information I've shared with you. All right, so let's continue now. Let's get to talk testing now. So even though most of you are from development domain and I suppose non-testing background, I certainly believe that testing is something that everyone is familiar with. Like we know that testing is the process of evaluating and verifying how viable your product is, how software functionality works. But when it comes to following the best practices, to test a component, or let's suppose an application, we take a pause and try to think of it like what could be the best approach of testing could be, and like what is the process we should go through, to avoid the annoyance of finding bugs and flaws in the latest stage of applications usability, right? Like we have development cycle where we plan our test process, and then we build it, we test it, and then the deliver and monitor comes. But I personally believe that to avoid the annoyance of finding defects or like identifying bugs in the later stage of development lifecycle, it is better to put your testing practice at every stage of development lifecycle. And that's why we have a shift left testing concept in this testing ecosystem. Like, so this shift left testing concept says that the earlier you test your components, and the better it would be. Like, it's not always about implementing your testing strategy at the testing stage, but actually to build it from the very scratch, like when you're planning your test cases until you deliver it or you monitor how it behaves. So shift left testing concept is something that is ruling the testing ecosystem now, and most of the businesses are like going by this approach of having it earlier in the development life cycle. And we all know that when it comes to the importance of testing, we all know how crucial it is. Like, I personally love this thought that with great software comes great deliverable responsibility. And of course, like the reason we perform testing is to identify defects in the software or application that you have put to testing, avoid any potential risks that your application could come across, to ensure the software adaptability of your product, and also to make sure that your overall product is working fine and better. So this is what, like, we all know that testing is about and how it works. But like, now we know what is testing, and what are the best practices and why it is important to test your product. But another phenomena that is gaining the grounds in the testing ecosystem is, of course, the automated testing. So I've seen, as per the reports, like the businesses are gradually shifting from traditional methods of testing to automated testing. And why so? I mean, why they are shifting to automated testing instead of having it the traditional method of testing? Because test automation, I think, is a great way to solve the um, pain points of manual testing. What manual testing could not achieve, automated testing can. And you know, as per the latest Copado Salesforce DevOps report, it has been observed that automated testing helps team avoid more production failures as compared to the traditional testing method. And why so? Because automated testing is faster, helps team with the constant feedback that they can implement right then in their process. And that is why, like, I said, like, automated testing not only speeds up the testing mechanism in whole, but it also lessens down your production failures. Like, as per the reports, it lessened down your production failure by 58%, and increase your frequent release process. Like, it makes your product release more faster, and also, like, let you complete your testing on time. So these are, like, the main reason why people are going with automated testing instead of having it, like, testing it through traditional method that most of the companies are, like, not really in favor of investing into. All right. So that was all about testing, why it is important, and the automated testing. Now we have uh, Copado solution for automated testing that I want to touch upon. So Copado Robotic testing, which is the test automated solution, is a low code test automation platform. Okay, like, and it is created on cloud native. And the beauty of CRT is to address the challenges of delivering high quality software at an accelerated pace, with along with meeting up your end-to-end test automation needs, which eventually lead you to have 10 times faster testing, 34 times more test coverage. And since it is based out on cloud, you do not have to worry about maintenance at all. Like, you can just get registered with the Copado Robotic Testing platform and get yourself started. Like, you can start your testing right there, right now. So that is, like, the beauty of Copado Robotic Testing, that it is lightning fast. It meets many of the organizational needs that many of the businesses are uh, actually in the need of having for test automation, for test automated solutions. And Copado Robotic Testing fulfills, like, a lot of requirements as such. Let's see how. So, like we know that Copado Robotic Testing is a low-code test automation platform. You get it right. And there might be many test automation platforms in the market. Then what exactly is the thing that makes Copado Robotic Testing stand out from the competitors, right? So Copado Robotic Testing exists because these days businesses care about three important things, which are speed. So faster speed, like faster delivery means you deliver value to your customers faster, right? And it helps you to meet your customer demands and achieve key customer expectations. Everyone wants to have their software delivered faster and quicker, right? And Copado Robotic Testing serves that expectations for business. Another thing that businesses care about is quality. Of course, delivering faster doesn't have to mean to deliver with less quality products or experiences. The customer always wants to have better experience and the best experience with their software that we are going to deliver. And robotic testing helps you deliver at speed with all your quality expectations. Like it meets with the speed along with having quality in the product. So that's another trait of Copado Robotic Testing as a low-code test automation platform. And third factor that plays a crucial role in businesses investing in Copado Robotic Testing is cost. Like everyone has a budget to manage to, right? And scaling is easy, effortless, and affordable with Copado Robotic Testing. So you can meet your budget and along with managing delivery, quality, release every time. So this speed, quality, cost, this is what uh, Copado Robotic Testing serves the purpose of throughout, for the businesses. And that is what why the people are people want to invest in Copado Robotic Testing as a solution. And apart from that, Copado Robotic Testing is also an one test automated solution that empowers your team to be more productive through low code testing approach. And since CRT is a platform agnostic, you can test across different platform systems, applications, like even mobile, for true end-to-end testing. So it's platform agnostic. It works for every platform, for every application, and yeah, I mean you can just get started with it. Another thing is like it helps you with fast ramp up time. So since it is a cloud-based native application, you do not have to invest time in creating testing environment and setting up your infrastructure from scratch while performing testing with CRT. You can start your testing instantly, and the smart robotic engines will get your testing results within minutes, and you can also download those results to keep it handy with yourself. And Copado Robotic Testing also lives by the value of DevOps concept, and that is why it evolves DevOps philosophy and framework that encourages better application development and helps you with a faster release and manage your release on time. So these were the things like about Copado Robotic Testing as platform, and why it is important, like to have it have Copado Robotic Testing as a test automation platform for your business requirements and to manage your deliverables. Now, if I go to the next slide, we have some important components of Copado Robotic Testing that makes it work better and manage everything effectively. So we have projects. In Copado Robotic Testing, projects is a space where you can manage different test automation initiatives. Like there's a space and you need to have a project for creating any test cases. And then we have robot. So robots are your testers in the cloud that that execute your test cases. So it lives in the heart of project only, and you can call it as a test executor. That gets command from project itself and execute your test cases eventually. And then we have a suite, which is a place where you define your test cases and manage all your test cases. You can also edit them and define different approaches to your test cases through suite page. So we have these three elements like project, robot, and suite that helps you get started with Copado robotic testing. So and how it works is like you first create a project, then robot, and then suite. So that was about the important components of CRT. Now I want to show a quick demo to you guys, like how where you can find projects, robot, and suites, and how exactly it works in Copado robotic testing. So this is my Copado robotic testing homepage. And before creating the project, robot, and suite, I wanted to show you a quick demo of how you can execute your test cases like in a click of a button. So here, when you go to the homepage of Copado robotic testing, it gives you the option to run your test on example web shop. So when you click on this one, like run example tests, it will create the project for me. It will create the robot for me automatically, because since it is a example workshop, so I do not have to create any project, robot, and suite for myself. It just created for me to showcase like how a test execution process works in Copado robotic testing. And since it has already been created, I just need to click on next, and it will create my project, create my robot, and finally add a suite and process the test execution results. So now it has created everything. I will skip it. And since it has already added the suite to the robot, I can go ahead and run the test case. And it will conclude my testing within minutes, which I will also be able to see like how much duration it took to execute my test case. Right, so it took 22 seconds to execute 4 test cases. And these 4 test cases are this, like I tested the home page, check the navigation menu items, shop for products, and continue shopping, which is actually the test cases that comes pre-configured with the starter suite that we have. And since it was just an example test case, that is why the system, ran the pre-configured test case. And if you want to check the result for each of it, like we just have to click on it, and we see that all of them has passed. And there's the 100% result of all the test cases that has been passed. And yeah, I mean, if you want, you can also check through like what are the keywords that ran behind this test case. So I have these keywords. There's another keyword. Similarly, for another test case, we have different keywords that ran as a part of test execution. And if I go ahead and show you my project, so this is the project that I have created. I mean, the system created for me first because it was an example website. And under project, I have my robot, and under the robot lies my starter suite, which actually has all the test cases that I executed as part of this exercise. So if I show you, These are the files that is under which the suites, the test cases are managed. And these are my test cases. These all are my test cases that executed as a part of testing. So this was just a demo of how the things work in Copado Robotic testing. Of course, we'll get to know more about it in detail in the second session that we'll be having. And yeah, I mean, in the second session, I'll be describing more about how to run the test cases, how you can actually create your own test cases, and that will cover in the second session. But for now, it's like I just wanted to show you how comparative robotic testing, if you want to get started with it, like how the solution creates the test case, but the first test case for you, if you want to just get started with it, just go ahead and select this run example test, and you will be able to see how system generated the things for you. And yeah, that was all about the session. I think it's time for fun quiz, Kahoot quiz. But before that, I'll try to have the questions maybe on the session that I had. So I'll try to have the questions if I have it.
Thank you, Shivam, for the presentation. And I would like to request the participants, if they have any question, they can please pin in chat. In the meantime, I can share my screen and also share the Kahoot quiz pin. Thank you.
Yeah. I see that there has been one question: what is advanced option in my robot project? And I think Shweta has already answered it. Yeah, Amit, go ahead. You can ask the question. Sri Lal has asked, question, is Copado meant only for Salesforce? If you meant Copado robotic testing is meant for Salesforce, no, it actually has, you can, I mean, it's platform agnostic and you can application agnostic as well. So you can have SAP testing and ServiceNow testing as well, along with Salesforce. So it's not only meant for Salesforce. I mean, it is designed for Salesforce, of course, but you can also execute SAP and ServiceNow to it.
Hi, Shivam.
Hi.
I have 2 or 3 questions. Like we can use the multiple browser, like while you're running the suit, it will only And the
Yes.
second one, it is using the HTTP request, or it's connected with the WebSocket, because like the robot is worked. So I think from my side, like it's using the WebSocket. So I have confusion regarding this. If
I think if Shweta, you can answer that question.
Yeah, sorry, Amit, I didn't get your question.
So like I'm working with the Java with the Maven build and using the test engine framework. So Selenium is using the HTTP request, and I also working on the Playwright, and it is using the WebSocket to run more faster than as comparison to Selenium. So my question is like, the robotic framework testing is using the HTTP request, or they are using the WebSocket to run their test cases?
So we are currently using the WebSocket because we are running on cloud machines. We are running on Unix. So based on the cloud executions, we will be able to view our executions. So we are more towards the cloud.
And they are using the parallel test cases as well?
Yes, we do.
Yep.
Use them.
Okay. I'm clear from my side. Thank you. Thank you, Shweta.
Thank you.
Thanks, Shweta. Thanks, Amit. Do we have any other questions for today's session? Are we good to go for the call?
Yeah, I think we have one more from Janvi. Are there any testing tools we can use with Salesforce? So yeah, we are here, like we would recommend you to use Copado Robotic testing. to test anything with respect to Salesforce. We have our Qforce library, which will help you guys to not only use it in a very convenient way, but also something that covers, which is self-healing and which has a very good AI/ML technology, which would help you design your test cases and execute your flows throughout Salesforce and achieve your DevOps process. So we would recommend use Copado Robotic testing, Janvi.
Hello. Hey, hi, Shivam. Yogesh this side. I have one query, one question that is there any prerequisite that required to connect the Salesforce testing for the if I want to implement this Copado for my Salesforce project? So how should I do we need to connect with the Salesforce app or connected app for that?
Yes, so like when we will be executing test cases for Salesforce platform, of course we do connect it with the Salesforce account, which I think again like it comes up with uh, profile based, like it is unique to your profile. So like you have to prepare for your like login credentials. You need to have login credentials into the Copado Robotic testing, and then you can execute test case, which I think I'll cover that part more in the second session. So that will be more clearer uh, if I'll have to show like how exactly it works. But yeah, I mean, you have to connect your Salesforce account with Copado Robotic testing in terms of executing tests from Copado Robotic testing for Salesforce.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Yogesh. All right, so I think we do not have any other questions. We're good to go for the Kahoot quiz, I guess. Right.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Shivam. And also would request like those who have not participated, like please go to kahoot.it, enter the game pin. And also another request, please rename yourself if your name is something which we cannot recognize, so that it is easy for us to recognize the winners. Thank you. And we can wait for a couple of minutes, so please do join in as soon as possible. Okay, I think we are good to start with the Kahoot quiz. Okay, which of the following is not a Copado program? Copado Mentorship, Copado Championship, or Copado Hackathon? And the correct answer is Copado Hackathon. Okay. How many certifications does Copado offer? Okay. Options are 5, 3, 4, and 2. And the right answer is 4. Okay, Shweta is leading the leaders pool. Teams that use automated testing are 50% more likely to complete their planned testing on time. Okay, so this has been stated as a part of which report? And the correct answer is Copado's 2022 State of Salesforce DevOps Report. Okay, now there is some change in the leaders board. When is the right time to start software testing? During the testing stage, as soon as possible during development lifecycle. The third option is when the requirements are documented. And the fourth one is test only when the bug is identified. And the correct answer is as soon as the development lifecycle starts. Okay, automated testing is best suited in which of the following scenarios? The correct answer is regression and performance testing. Okay, and last question for the day. Which of the following defines Copado robotic testing best? And the correct answer for the question is a cloud-based low-code test automation solution. So now we can see the results of the Copado Kahoot Quiz. Okay, so on third it is Srilal, on second it's Vijay Lakshmi, and on the podium it is Shweta R. So congratulations all the winners, and would request Shweta, Vijay and Srilal to please ping your email IDs to us so that we can share the swags with you. And thank you all for joining.
All right, so congratulations, Shweta and other winners, was and now the another last thing that I wanted to share with you guys is, let me share my screen again. All right, so now I want to distribute the coupon codes as I said before starting of the session. So we're providing coupon codes for Fundamentals 1 in Copado Robotic Testing. And by having these coupon codes, you can actually redeem it on our community website and start your learning journey of Copado certifications and get yourself certified. So how you can claim and redeem these coupon code is you first have to scan this code, and then if anyone can volunteer by sharing their screen, I can walk them through about it, because I do not have my personal email ID where I can redeem that codes. So if anyone can volunteer and share their screen, I will be able to walk them through.
Praveen, will it be possible for you? Shivam, like I have already redeemed, but like, can I share my screen if it works?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, I can just a minute. Okay, yeah.
So if you scan, okay, you need to have this code scanned.
Okay.
So we cannot share like simultaneously in Zoom, right?
The recording has stopped. This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, so let me share my screen and I'll try to walk you through that process only,
Okay.
as much as I can. Okay, so let me share my screen again. Okay, so this is the coupon. This is the QR code that that when you scan this code, you will be redirected to the sign up page of it. And once you sign up through all the process, like verifying your email and everything, let me give me just one moment. I'll try to.
Sure.
I go to the success. This code will lead you to the sign up page of Copado Robotic Test, community website. Like I am right now logged in, so I'll try to log out and I'll try to show you like how the sign up page will look like. So when you scan that code, it will lead you to this page, sign up page, where you will have to enter like all the details that you'll be filling for to register yourself with Copado community, and then you'll be having the email that you need to verify the link so that you can get yourself verified to become the Copado community member. And once you're logged into it, login. So logged into it. This is how the UI will look like to you. Then you have to go to the training and go to the academy. And then you will select this all learning tab, where you will find different catalogs. There you have to go to the certification and maintenance. And here you will find different certification plan that we offer. So since I have been in progress of completing these plans, but for you for the first time, it will ask you to add to the cart. Okay. And once you add to the cart, you can go again to the learning cart. Like let's suppose you have added fundamentals 1 to your cart. Then you can go ahead and redeem your coupon. Actually, let me do it for one of my another email ID so that I can actually show you how to redeem it. Sorry guys for the confusion. I'll try to make it redeem for one of my profiles, and then you guys can follow along. Okay, so now I'm logged in. I'm going to the training and then academy. And then I'm going to all learning. And here I'll select my catalog as certification and maintenance. I'll show you how to redeem it for the Copado robotic testing certification plan. So since I have not registered for Copado robotic testing, so I'll go ahead and add this certification to my cart. When I click on add to cart, it will pop up a dialog box that will show continue shopping and go to cart. I'll select go to cart. As I can see that my Copado robotic testing certification trail has been added to the cart. Now I have to have this coupon code. I copy this coupon code. I go to the shopping cart and I will add this coupon code into this space and then apply. So now this has been redeemed, and now I can check out. My purchase is completed. I click on done. And then I can go back to my learning and start completing my modules and getting certified. So once you redeem the coupon and add it, purchase it, it will show under this My Learning catalog. And as I can see that Copado Robotic Testing Certification Trail is added to my trail, I can launch it and start completing all the modules that are part of this certification trail, and then I can take up the exam. So these coupon codes are valid for 24 hours only. So I'll suggest you guys to redeem these coupon codes for both certifications by today itself, and because tomorrow it will be expired. So try to redeem it, and yep. Let Harshit or like anyone know if you guys face any issues while redeeming the coupon code.
Shivam, like, yeah, sorry to interrupt. Like, maybe if you don't mind, you can ping your LinkedIn profile, like where they can connect with you.
Okay. All right. I have already shared it with on the slide. I'll try to ping it over here.
Yes, please.
Just give me a moment.
Sure.
If I have pinged my LinkedIn profile in the chat box. And if you guys face any issues while redeeming the coupon code, just reach out to me. But make sure that you guys do it by today itself, like redeem the coupon codes for itself. Otherwise, might expire tomorrow.
Okay, thank you so much, Shivam, for the brief. And also, in case you have any doubts, participants, please do ping it in the chat so you can clear, and related to maybe Copado or maybe the certification voucher, or about like how you can approach the certificate exam. And as you can see on the screen, Shivam has shared, like, we have the next session in continuation to this on 30th July for the CRT demo, where you can get some hands-on experience like how exactly it works.
Yes.
So please do join that as well. Sai, yeah, thank you so much, Shivam. Yeah, sorry to interrupt. Sai, Shivam has already shared his LinkedIn profile in the chat, so I hope that helps you.
Yes, guys, for more information and for the demo, please join on 30th July. So we'll be walking you guys through with hands-on on how, the